Hello everybody, nice to see you again. Now you might wonder what on earth I've got in front of me. Well, I've got a range of some of my candles. I rather like candles and I'm going to explain to you in a minute why I like them. But should we light some of them for a moment? I've got this lovely red one. Now this is my trouble, always trying to light candles. A lovely red one in a gold, long sleek gold. This one's very smart. Then this one here is rather interesting. This is one of these lovely candles that has a super smell. And this is another one that has a super smell. Let's light that one. And then we've got this one, which is rather attractive. And this one. And this one. Come on. And the last one, let's talk about them in just a moment before I burn my fingers. Now you must never do this. Always let mum or dad or an adult help you light candles because it would be dangerous. Now you might say, Reverend Kate, you've forgotten one. And you'd be right, because this one in the middle, I don't need to light. Not light in the same way I have the others. I just turn the switch because it's got a battery inside. And that makes it a little bit safer. Now you might say, why have you got all these candles? Well, as I said, I really like candles. I like them because, like these two, they've got a lovely smell about them. Ooh, lovely. But I also like them because they remind me of something. And I wonder what you might think they remind me of. Let's have a think. They remind me of Jesus, the light of the world. Now, I'm getting a bit hot behind these candles, so if you don't mind, I'm just going to blow them out for a second because it's getting a bit dangerous. I'll put away the long one. That was actually called a peace candle. And this lovely blue one, which just reminds me of the sea and the sky and all of lovely creation. I'll pop that one out the way. And then there's this one, which has got, you most probably can't see it very clearly, but it's got lovely gold edging on it. And really, it's a bit of a Christmas candle. And then we've got my little tiny tea light. And these are really good fun. I love tea lights. Pop that one out the way. And now I'm going to say goodbye to this smelly candle. Nearly burnt my nose there. And to this last one, which is in a really pretty case. And to my beautiful slender candle. I'm going to blow that one out as well. But I'm going to, because it's safer, and while I'm talking to you, keep my electric candle on. Because I want us to think again about the light from a candle. Different candles, but all giving light. Light into the world. And who gives us light in the world? Well, of course, it's Jesus, isn't it? Jesus is the light of the world. This reminds me of when somebody first thought about Jesus being the light of the world. We see pictures of baby Jesus when he was born and light shining around him. And when he was seen by the shepherds and by the wise men. But there was also another time when somebody was surprised and knew that baby Jesus was somebody who was going to be very special. Oh, what have I got in front of me here? I've got a picture of two doves, two turtle doves. Now this is going to help me tell the story. So I'm going to put my glasses on so that I can read the story to you. When Jesus was just a few days old, the custom was to take a newborn baby to the temple and to take with the baby a special gift that could be given to the temple. If you had lots and lots and lots of money, you might take a cow or you might take a sheep. But Mary and Joseph didn't have lots of money, so So they took with them 2 doves, just like these. And they went up to the temple with Jesus to say thank you to God for giving them this beautiful baby boy. They took with them their doves and they walked into the temple. And when they got into the temple, a man called Simeon, a very old man, came staggering up to them. And he took Jesus away from them. He took Jesus in his arms. And he suddenly went, "Oh, he's amazing. This is what I've been waiting for." And he thanked God and he said these words, "Now, Lord, you've kept your promise. Now you can let me go. You can let me die in peace. For with my own eyes, I have seen the person, the baby you have sent to save us all. You have given us this baby, and all people will see him. And he will be a light to tell people about you, God. And he will bring glory to all his people." Well, Mary and Joseph were most surprised. They were taken aback. Good grief. We knew that he was special. But now this elderly gentleman, out of the blue, came and said, he is the light of the world. He is going to bring hope and peace to the world. And most importantly, he's bringing God's love. Just then, another lady appeared. An elderly woman came up behind Simeon, looked at the baby, and again fell on her knees and praised God, praying and saying, "Thank goodness, I've now seen this special child." And she blessed the child. She gave the child, the baby Jesus, her love, just as Simeon did, and they both went away. 2 elderly people who'd been waiting in the temple for years and years and years to see something special. And they saw something special. They saw the baby Jesus in the arms of Mary when they came to say thank you to God for Jesus' birth. And they knew that this baby was going to be special. Well, that's quite an amazing story, isn't it? And you wonder what Mary and Joseph thought. But it tells us in the Bible that Mary kept all those sayings, all those things that have been said about the baby Jesus in her heart and remembered them as he grew up. And that story is called the presentation of Jesus in the temple. And on that day, we also celebrate something called Candlemas. And why it was called Candlemas was because in olden times, the people on this particular day, when we remember Jesus being brought to the temple and an offering of the doves being made, in olden times, people used to gather all the candles that were going to be used in the church for the next year and bring them into church and say prayers over them and bless them and give them to God, basically, asking God to continue to let the light shine from those candles. And that's where we get this funny term, Candlemas, because the candles were brought in to be blessed. But the most important thing is that we look at the candles and we remember that Jesus is the light of the world. And if we keep looking at Jesus, the light of the world, he leads us on our journey of life. And he is always with us. Even when we feel sad, we just have to think of the light. And that light shines on us. And as it shines on us, it brings God's love to each and every one of us. I think that's rather lovely. I actually like this special time of Candlemas or presentation in the temple because it reminds me of Jesus, the light of the world, the light that never goes out. It's been lovely talking to you again. Take care. Bye-bye.